welcome to another A&L Tech Review. It's been a couple years since I've been around. Good news is that I'm back and ready to go. And reason being it's been a couple years is I've had 2 kids and here we are. I'm starting to get back on track and get my channel built up. So we are doing an unboxing video today of the Xbox Series X console. We got a new controller and we've got Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So we will get to those here in just a bit. Tabs are already torn off of this for the stickers. I started to do this and then my kids decided that they weren't going to let me record a video. So don't have the joy of ripping the stickers off, but I will make sure to throw some bloopers up so you can see what happened. A couple little scenes were pretty funny, I will give you that. While we are unboxing this, both PlayStation and Microsoft have physically used the same exact processor. It is an 8-core Zen 2 processor. Microsoft has actually gone with a 3.8 gigahertz speed, where Sony has gone with a 3.5. They both are physically using 16 gigabytes of GDDR6 graphics memory. However, the biggest difference is that technically this sucker right here is the more powerful console, running at 12 teraflops of computing power versus Sony's 10.82. The other big difference is that, and this is why I'm kind of leaning more towards the Xbox One Series X console, and that is, if the hard drive on this sucker ever goes bad, guess what? You can take this thing apart and you can actually replace it. Where Sony has opted to do a soldered on the motherboard type of scenario. Now, what Sony did was they added on an actual slot for a regular NVMe M.2 slot for a add-on hard drive. So you can add on to it, same with Microsoft. However, the biggest difference is Microsoft has a proprietary SSD slot in the back of this console for an external drive, which they partnered with Seagate in doing. Right now, that external hard drive for a 1 terabyte card is running about $220, which is honestly on par and average for a regular M.2 NVMe drive that Sony is going to have. Now, keep in mind though, Sony is also only going to allow certain ones that are certified. So it's basically kind of a proprietary one anyways. Now, with that said, we've got the Xbox right here. As you see, the slot loading drive right there. You got the power button right up there at the top. Eject is right there as well. And I believe, yep, there we go. The sync is right over here to sync up your controllers. So they have opted to go with, let's see, 1 HDMI output this time compared to the Xbox One original. The S model and the X model both had 2 HDMIs on it, so you could plug your TV and everything into it. Horrible gimmick, not a big fan of it. They were smart and got rid of that. They also went with 2 USB 3.2 USB ports. They also have on the back here a Ethernet port, which is still just gigabits, my understanding, and the power cord. No external power brick on this guy either, which is absolutely fantastic. They have a Kensington lock on the back as well. So here is everything that you see on the back right there, which is absolutely fantastic. I'll throw some pictures up in this so you can get some better close-up shots as we're going through the video, so you can pause when you need to. Now, you got 2 ways that you can lay this down. So you can lay it down just like this. It's got little nubs on the side, or you can stand it up vertically, and they already include the stand right there for you. So if you're going to lay it down, stand it up vertically though, this is where all of the air shoots out the top. So you're going to want to make sure not to set anything on top. They do have some air vents in the back, on the top and the bottom, but most of it's going to come through right here for all that hot air. Okay. Now with that said, both consoles are running at the exact same price point. So you are going to pay $500 for either or. Not one is more expensive than the other. Got HDMI cable, got the power cord. Let's see. Oh, we got the first new controller. Once again, they went with AA batteries on this, guys. So, nothing new fancy there. I kind of wish I had seen them do a built-in battery this time around. Ooh. They went with a really different kind of grippy texture on the back, guys. Same with on the triggers as well. That's actually really nice. It's the same controller. It feels better. They added one more custom button right here, right in the center for sharing videos that you take of your gameplay while you're doing this. They kind of copied the Elite controller for the type of D-pad on it too, which is actually really nice. Triggers feel really good. I think these are going to be solid controllers, guys, but unfortunately, yes, they went with AA batteries. Oh, here's the biggest difference change. We've got USB Type-C up here at the top for charging if you go out and get your own battery packs to charge with. Got some instructional information. We don't need that. Let's see, what is this? Kind of a quick how-to start guide. And this tells you everything that you need to download. And it looks like to start this up with their newest software update is you have to download the Xbox app on your phone to actually set up the console. So I'm not quite sure how this goes. For me, I think it'll be easy because I've already got a couple Xboxes. I think people are really going to like this though, because if they do this right, which I'll let you know on my review of the system itself, I will let you know how it goes. But I probably shouldn't have to type my password in. Probably shouldn't have to set up an account with using the controller. I can type everything in on my phone. So theoretically, this should be actually easier to set up as long as you have an internet connection to get this set up with. All right, guys, that's it for the unboxing. Let's move on to the controller that I got. It's their Shock Blue is what they're calling it. So let's take a peek here and let's see what's in there. All right, time to pull out my trusty steak knife. Just stole one from our kitchen. So we're just gonna open that up. Let's take a peek at this. It's their, Shock Blue controller is what they call it. Let's go ahead and pop this open. We already saw the black one, so we know how the texture is going to be on this. Oh, that's nice. So they went with a blue on the front, white on the back, but you still got the buttons up top here are black. It's kind of a nice color-coded system. I like it. It just blends really well together. Once again, USB Type-C. Once again, of course, Microsoft being Microsoft. AA batteries. We all know my thoughts on that. It's time for them to make a controller with a built-in battery. USB Type-C. All right, guys, let's do Valhalla. Now, I don't know about you. I'm a huge Assassin's Creed fan. I played every single one of their games so far. Love it. This one, I'm hoping it's as good as I've heard. I have not seen anybody play the game, but I've heard this has got some pretty decent reviews. And I am going to be interested in seeing how this comes out. And unfortunately, didn't get the special edition. I wanted it because of the steelbook and the collector stuff, but they were sold out at Best Buy when I picked it up. So, all right, guys, we got Assassin's Creed Valhalla, just the disc. There you go. The last thing I will talk about on this before I end it is backwards compatibility. So here's how this game is going to be played with Microsoft. All backwards compatibility games will run off of an external USB 3.0 hard drive. None of the Series X games will be can be installed on that external regular hard drive. It's either got to go on the internal 1 terabyte, if that is out of room. On the back here where I showed you the storage card expansion, it's got to go on that. These games will not run on a regular mechanical hard drive or even regular 2.5-inch SSD. You have to go on the faster NVMe storage, which is actually really nice. All of your old games will play on this, backwards compatibility wise. They've already talked about it. My guess is probably going to be the same as all the other ones. They're just going to have to, with each update, add in a good chunk of more games. I need to do a little more research on that to find out for sure, but that's my understanding. With that said, I've got a 4 terabyte hard drive full of regular Xbox One's games, and I'm sure that some of them are actually going to be updated to be 100% compatible with this and take advantage of all the great hardware that they pumped in this thing. Other than that, that is it. So on the back of this, actually, guys, they went away with the warranty void sticker. Good job on Microsoft. Granted, it doesn't mean anything because the United States does not recognize that. They recognize you have the right to take your console apart. As long as you don't break it by taking it apart, they have to fix something that goes wrong with it. But Microsoft has finally gotten smart and got rid of that. So, other than that, this has been an A&L Tech Review. I am Adam, signing off. I thank you, and I'm glad to be back, guys. All right, let's get started, and we are going to start with this. And if you hear those whoa noises in the background, that is going to be my almost 2-year-old listening to CoComelon. That is one of his favorite things to watch. So, let's get cracking this open, shall we, guys? A more powerful console. It's got 12 teraflops at 16 gigs of RAM, where PlayStation's got 16 gigs of RAM, but at 10.28 teraflops. So theoretically, this is the bigger console. And you hear my other baby crying right now, so I might have to pick him up and hold him while I do this. Hold on 1 second, guys. Bear with me here, guys. Say hi, Landon. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the burp, mister. I appreciate it. All right. So, we have a custom NVMe SSD chip inside of here for the hard drive. The one upside that I really kind of brought me towards the Xbox is the sheer fact that Microsoft makes it removable and replaceable versus Sony does not. Oh my goodness, this is a big heavy console, guys. Okay,